Hello everyone, I hope you're all okay. It is a gorgeous sunny day today. Very windy, but it's sunny, so that's the main thing. Okay, today's project, Polytunnel. Look at the state of it. So as you can see, the Polytunnel is completely overgrown with weeds. I've got my parsley, which has been growing here all winter, which is absolutely fantastic. I've got my garlic in between all these weeds, which is brilliant again, but the rest of it is just weeds. So, apart from my foxgloves, which I'm going to be digging up today, but this is a job that I've just been putting off and putting off. So Vince this morning dropped off some cardboard. So this whole compost bin is filled with cardboard. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover all the weeds with cardboard, and then I'm going to go up to the wood chip pile at the front of the plot, and I'm going to try and dig to the bottom of the pile and try and get some of the wood chip that's quite broken down so that it's not so woody, and I'm going to put that over the wood chip. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to dig up the foxglove that have been here all winter, and I'm going to plant them out by my shed. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got one big clump, and then I've got 4 smaller clumps of foxgloves there. What I might do is plant the smaller ones around the plot and take that big clump home, and maybe plant that in my garden, because there's quite a lot of foxgloves there. I have also got some broad beans here, which I started in my greenhouse, so I'm going to plant them today as well. Okay, so I think next to my wildlife pond, I'm going to dig a hole here and plant one clump here. Okay, so I've done my first 2 clumps of foxgloves. I know they shouldn't be planted in clumps, but that's how they came out, and I don't really want to spend a lot of time separating them all. I think it's a case of the strongest will survive, and whatever display I get, I'll be happy with. I'm just going to dig 3 more holes now somewhere. I've got my 2 here that I did first of all. I've got one on this corner, got a little clump here, and I did these actually a few months ago. I just took some off and I planted some along this line, so they're actually doing all right. So that's the first bit done. My foxgloves are moved. Now I'm going to get the cardboard and cover this whole area here, and I'm going to try and come in between the garlic, cover it as much as I can and weed. I'm going to weed this whole area here, and then all of this is going to be covered with cardboard, and then we're going to try and cover it with the wood chip. I'm going to try and get the wood chip that's really broken down at the bottom of the pile, because I don't know how long that's been there, but it should be broken down a lot more, not so woody, and then it'll be ready for when I need to plant. Okay, so I've done the cardboard around the front and at the back. I'm just going to weed in between the garlic, and I'm going to put more cardboard here, and then it's the last stage of putting the wood chip down. Okay, so I've just had a weed in between the garlic. That's going to make it a bit easier now, just to put a little, I might not even put cardboard in between there actually. I might just do a quick mulch over it, but the cardboard that I have put down a while ago has been stopping the weeds, so yeah, I might do that. I'm going to put some cardboard down here, and then I'm ready for the wood chip. Okay, so it's just starting to rain now. It's just spitting a little bit, so I'm just going to take this time just to sit down, have a nice cup of tea before the hard work starts of me doing the wood chip runs, which Vince normally does. And now we have sunshine and rain. And as you can hear and probably see, a lot of wind. So we've got wind, sun and rain all together. Okay, so I'm at my wood chip pile, and what I'm looking for is not the fresh wood chip like this. I'm digging in and getting the stuff that's a lot more broken down. So once you get underneath, it's a lot finer and it's a lot more broken down, and that's the stuff I'm looking for to put in the polytunnel. Look at these mushrooms growing on top of the wood chip pile. Okay, so I'm going to put the wood chip in between the garlic, but I am going to do that by hand because I don't want to break any of my garlic down. So that just looks so much better already. Okay, so my thinking with the wood chip is, once it's all down, when I do need to plant, for example, it's all like this. So I want to plant my tomatoes, I find a hole, make sure the wood chips away, cut round in the cardboard and I can plant straight in. I am thinking it's not going to be any time soon that I'm going to be planting anything in here, so it does give it a good chance for the cardboard to break down a bit and the wood chip to break down a bit more, but that's my thinking anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to use this one last wheelbarrow to go up the edges and round and just do this front bit, because I do want to plant my broad beans out and I've only got a certain amount of time today, so I'm going to get that done, do the broad beans. The cardboard's down, it's just a case of me coming and, or Vince, hint Vince, to do a couple more loads of wood chip on here. It's absolutely bright sunshine, but it keeps raining and the wind is so strong. But anyway, I've done my last wheelbarrow load, so I've done all around the sides here. That's all now ready to go. I haven't got time to plant my broad beans now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave them in here, I'm going to give them a water, and then I'm going to come back tomorrow morning and I'm going to plant the broad beans and then finish the rest of putting the wood chip on top of this cardboard. The reason that I haven't wet the cardboard before is because there's not much ventilation in here at the moment. I don't want it to become a humid, really humid environment. There's quite a lot of moisture in the wood chips anyway, and like I say, they're quite broken down anyway, so I think that should be fine. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm really happy with what I did get done. So this side of the polytunnel right at the back is all done, ready. It's just the front bit that I need to do now. And this is one of those jobs that I've just been putting off, and that's why it got so bad. I should have done this at the end of last year, and then it would have been perfect condition for starting to plant in this spring. But not to worry, I've got it done now. I'm really pleased with it. So thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you again soon.